And championship match here at the New York City PBA Experience. Back to bowling now. John Mazza with the lead is up in the 7th frame.
Really getting to the point of the match where need to keep the momentum going. Light hit, carries. Mazza saving his emotion for later in the match.
And Marshall, Mazza didn't even make a championship round appearance since 1997, so apparently the pressure of being here in the city is not having an effect.
Well, I really think this is a very big equalizer, bowling here outside. Nobody's done it before, so advantage, no one.
Kasimakis now.
For 3 in a row. Another soft 10 for Rudy Kasimakis. You can hear Rudy saying, I just couldn't get the ball around the corner. As we said earlier, the temperature of the lanes makes the oil go down longer. Rudy's having a tough time getting his ball to hook back into the pocket because the lane oil is traveling down the lane.
I made mine.
And Kasimakis picks up the spare. Well, 3rd round coverage of the Shell Houston Open underway. Hal Sutton, 10 under, has the lead. Clarence Rose finished for the day a 64. Shell Houston Open coming up. Here's the last shot.
Picking up the 10-pin with the harder ball. No problem making it, but boy, he doesn't want to leave it. As Eric Forkel now on the left-hand lane, and what a break. He crosses over, giving new meaning to the word Brooklyn as he trips the 4-pin. Eric Forkel looks pretty good, but boy, so fortunate. He knows how lucky he was. Stays right in the match.
Mazza looking to continue that pressure, leaves the 7th.
Well, that's the tough part about professional bowling. Eric Forkel on the left-hand lane makes a shot that really was just god-awful, and
Could have been worse.
Mazza right in the pocket, leaves the 7th pin.
John Mazza likes to play the stock market, and E-Trader has been into it about 4 months, and he'd like to pick up this spare, and he does. Continuing his assault on the lead in the shootout round. Mazza 12-pin lead over Eric Forkel, 35 over Rudy Kasimakis. Kasimakis up now. Entered last week's tournament as the top seed, 4th seed this week.
Kasimakis, he strikes, giving him a possible 234. If he can take it all the way out. Much better shot from Kasimakis. That high backswing, swinging the ball out, brings it back solid in the pocket. Yeah, that's right.
Now Forkel.
Well, he did exactly what he wanted to do. Gets a great break and then makes that great strike.
Marshall, what does John Mazza have to do to hang on now to win the shootout round?
Well, you know, Mazza's been making very, very good shots. Forkel got very fortunate where he threw the off hit strike and then had a good one behind it, a good one in front of it. For Mazza, it's just maintain your form, keep making good shots in the pocket. That ball's got a hook. Hooks right by the 8-pin. So far, the breaks have gone none for Mazza.
Great shot, John.
And a couple for Forkel. Ball drives right by the 8-pin. These are the 3-pound, 10-ounce Brunswick Pro pins, but that ball powerfully delivered goes right through them.
So John Mazza needs this. Had a commanding lead early. That has disappeared.
Well, easy conversion of the 8-pin for a professional. John Mazza, possible 247.
Mazza, Forkel, even up. Kasimakis well down. Might have to wait for another day. Here's his shot.
Well, he definitely needs this one. Come on, it's got a hook. He leaves the 2, the 4, the 8, and the 10. And for Rudy Kasimakis, that is just about going to seal his fate. And this is the lane he was having trouble making the hill on, getting the ball back up to the pocket. Oil carrying down. Ball does not get high enough on the head pin.
A lot of revolutions on the ball of Kasimakis.
And he does exactly what's necessary to make it. Hits light on the 2 pin.
All right, Mazza.
This is the way to make this spare. Hook it. Knock the pins over into the 10, and the pins go in front of it and behind it. Unbelievable for Rudy Kasimakis.
It's between John Mazza and Eric Forkel in the 9th frame. They are dead even.
Forkel to go up 10 pins with a strike here. And most importantly, with that strike, John Mazza cannot shut out Eric Forkel.
And of course, John Mazza now must strike to match Eric Forkel in the 9th frame.
Another solid 7. The first ball in the 10th frame for John Mazza. The best he can do is 236. Watch the 4 pin as it goes around the 7, and the reaction of John Mazza, who he really did everything necessary to win this match. He still may, but he'll need some help from Eric Forkel.
Ninth frame.
10th frame.
10th frame, rather. And Mazza does convert.
236, the best game John Mazza can bowl.
The winner of our shootout round will take on our #1 seed this week, Mark Masabi, who basically shot lights out on Friday night, had a great tournament, and pulled away towards the end of match play.
Now the 7 pin falls, Mazza says. Here comes the help from the 7 pin. It falls down. The reaction of Mazza. Oh, thanks. Kasimakis just finishing out the 10th frame. A similar shot to that of John Mazza. Rudy Kasimakis becoming a regular fixture on our
Hey, Dennis.
telecast.
Slide still hits harder, baby.
Back-to-back appearances for Kasimakis the last couple of weeks.
It's easy when it's out of the wood.
No more pressure on Kasimakis as he finishes out the game with a couple of strikes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Eric Forkel bowling for the win. Marshall, what does he need to do?
Well, Eric Forkel simply needs to mark in the 10th frame. A spare or a strike. I'm sure he'd like to throw a strike and get it over with, but any kind of a mark. If not, if he were to open, John Mazza would go up against Masabi for the title.
A high five for Drew Carey. CBS Sports coverage of the New York City PBA experience will continue after this message and a word from your local station.